Welcome to Monkey Toast, the improvised talk show, now streaming online.
Now, Gary, listening is a huge asset in improv, a huge skill.
Oh boy, you're good at the segues. Let's be honest.
I try.
Not the motorized vehicle, the segue. You suck
No,
on one of those.
I'm
things.
terrible. No, it's a hazard.
Yeah.
I'm a hazard. But so we met doing improv together, and
Yep.
and I always loved doing improv with you, and I loved getting to see you again 2 years ago. But and I kind of just happened into improv, which I think for a lot of people our age is the deal. But how did you first get into improv back there?
Oh, dude. So a couple of different ways. There are three important people in my life for that. I think improv specifically. I was in college, and I was taking an acting class. It's a tiny little junior college called Clayton State College. At that time, it was called Clayton Junior College. And a guy came down from the big city of Atlanta, and he taught us all a one day acting class, but he taught us all improv that day. And he pulled me aside at the end of the day, and he goes, "You should not do improv. It is not for you." And I was like,
Oh my God.
all right, we'll see. A few years later, a guy named Vince Tortorici, who is now no longer with us, I was doing some other acting with him, and there's this great improv troupe in Atlanta called Laughing Matters. And my now friend Tommy Futch was heading that up. They needed a player one night. Vince, without them ever having seen me, said, "Gary should do the show with us." And they were the biggest improv group in Atlanta. Like that night, I met them out on the sidewalk in front of the theater.
Wow.
Right before the show, they're like, "We're going to play this game." And I had seen them before. They didn't know me, but I'd been in their audience before. I go, "Oh yeah, that's the one where you guys." Okay, yeah. And I had never done improv like that in my life. So met them, and then like within 45 minutes, I was on stage with them doing it.
Amazing.
So a guy who told me I couldn't do it, and then another guy who was like, "Hey, let this guy try," and then another guy, Tommy Futch, who headed the group along with some other great people who I still love to this day, who just like welcomed me into the improv fold.
Awesome. Based on all that, let's see some comedy.
Hey, Barbara.
Denise?
I've got a little special. I made a little something special, some dip.
Oh, well, that's great because I brought chips.
Oh, how did you know?
I didn't. And you're never going to believe what happened to me.
What?
Well, I was walking downtown, as you do.
Uh-huh.
And I was walking by where they play the baseball games.
Oh, yeah, the baseball game, Diamond.
Yeah, so I was walking by just minding my own.
Yeah.
And bustles this man. And he comes up to me and he says, "You."
Like,
and I say,
just
"Me."
like you?
He just says, "You."
Like you?
You.
Huh.
He says, "You." And I
Yeah.
say, "Me." And he says, "Our third baseman pulled a hamstring." And I said, "Well, I don't know what to do with a hamstring unless you're talking about tying up an Easter ham and roasting it."
Right. Yeah. So?
So he says, "You, get in here."
No.
I say, "Me?" He says, "You. You're playing on the team."
No.
Mm-hmm.
When's the last time you played baseball?
I don't think I ever played baseball a day in my life. I think the last time I touched a ball was
Cut to the announcer's booth the day before. All right, here we are down here at the baseball playing area, formerly known as the Rogers Center. It looks like our regular third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero, has hurt his leg. So now entering the game is someone I've never seen before in my entire life. She looks very confused out there, though. She's looking and pounding in the glove, wondering perhaps what that is on her left hand. All right, here comes a big hit.
Come on, Barbara. Come
All
on,
right.
Barbara.
All right, well, everyone's strangely just cheering on the third baseman from the dugout, but okay, here she goes. There's a big hit down the line, smashed on the line third base, and Barbara is not sure what to do. Oh my God, she just caught that ball in an unusual way. She caught that ball with two hands, a two-handed catch. I haven't seen a bare hand, leather hand catch in quite some time. Now she's calling somebody. The ump's asking her to give the ball to the pitcher. They want to continue the game, but of course she's on the phone, which is an unusual thing too. She's quite upset. She's quite animated. She's telling the ump, and there's the ball back to the pitcher, and we're going to have to continue the game. All right, pitcher's got the ball, and winding up. All right, and there's another smash down the third base line. Oh my my goodness, it's going right at Barbara. And it's Barbara's, oh my goodness. She just hung up a call and caught a line drive screaming right at her face in her bare hand. And it seems to have no reaction. Doesn't seem to be in any kind of pain whatsoever. This is unbelievable.
Cut
That's
back to
well,
the kitchen.
Anyway, I'm sorry I kept hanging up on you that day, but these balls just kept flying at my face.
Well, you know what? I am so glad you told me that because I guess I have done a real ninny-some because I thought you were mad at me and that's why I invited you over and made you this dip.
No.